Welcome to the Dr. Dare Show live, Facebook and YouTube. It's Friday. We've made it. Oh my gosh, this week went by kind of slow. But welcome to the welcome to the Dr. Dare Show. I have my special guest, Devin, and Devin, say your last name because I'm not going to screw it up.
My last name is Dozier, Devin Dozier.
Dozia, got it. So welcome to the show. Devin is a spiritual advisor, a healer, a clairvoyant, and he's
Yes.
going to talk about that momentarily. But right now, we just want everybody to, when you come in, make sure you share this video, like this video, and let me know how your week has been, how you've been feeling.
Yes. I'm actually
So,
so glad that I stumbled across your video earlier.
oh
I
yeah.
feel like I feel like whenever I need something, you just pop up on my feed.
Well, that's good. That's what, and I read your message, and I was like, yeah, this is for me as well because I've put like a lot of things on hold, saying, well, I'm gonna wait till this thing happens before I make a
Yeah.
move on this thing, and what I found as I got older is that that may never happen, and so I have to
Yeah.
stop.
I always end up looking around and like, oh, I never started.
Right,
Like I never feel like we never got to it because I just kept waiting and waiting for the perfect time.
right. So, question: do you think a part of that is? Do you think it's procrastination, or do you think it's fear, or do you think it's a combination of both?
It's
Of
definitely procrastination. But procrastination kind of can stem from fear.
right.
So
Okay.
yeah, so I feel like like I'm just afraid that I don't want to go out there looking any kind
Mhm. Mhm.
of
Oh, did you freeze? I think you froze, Devin. So, guess, can you? Yeah, I think you froze. I'm trying to make sure that the guests are coming through. So, welcome everybody. Can someone say something and let me check in and let me know that the live is still going? Cause hold on. No, I think you're breaking up. Oops, we lost you. So, welcome everybody. Can y'all hear me? Can someone say hi? Can y'all hear me? So, welcome to the Dr. Dare Show live on Facebook and YouTube. There we go. Hey, Jeremiah. So can you hear me, Jeremiah? Good. I think we lost Devin. I think his connection went. I think he's on his way back, but it says no video feed. Um, yes, I can hear you. Good. All right. All right. So, how have you been, my friend? Hola, ¿cómo está? So, Devin's back. There we
yeah.
are. Yeah, I
Cool.
think you kind of froze or we lost you.
Yeah, I think it's a little connection issue here.
That's okay. We're gonna make it work.
We'll make
Jeremiah's
it work.
on.
Hey Jerry.
I gotta. This thing is. I'm trying to make it bigger. My block. So welcome to the Dr. Dare Show. If you're just joining, we usually start at 8:40, giving people a chance to come in and get acclimated to um, the Friday evening after working all day. But welcome. We do have
Right.
Devin here, spiritual advisor, healer, clairvoyant. He's going to discuss how he got into this field and if his connection holds for him. But we will keep it moving. Welcome, everybody. How was your week? Um, Mine went by kind of slow. Glad it's over. Just taught class. Just taught Zumba. Woo! Great class tonight. a full class, high energy, very good. So what's going on in your neck of the woods? Georgia's pretty warm right now. Jeremiah, how's California? How is that feeling? I gotta make that bigger. Hold on. Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. Oh, oh, you're working as okay. Well, thank you for joining us. Okay, there we go. That makes it bigger. Cause yeah, there we are. But yes, it's been a long week. Jeremiah, what time is it there where you are?
Pacific
Oh,
time. 765, like 5:30.
oh, is it 5:30 there? Probably. Oh, 5:37. You're right. Oh, I made this thing too big. Oops. So we will get started. There's Devin. He's back. Okay, let's see. are are you putting sage? So
I don't know.
I hear you. Don't worry. So we start at 8:40. I've hit this button on my settings, and it has this thing huge. So let me see if that's it. Okay. Oh, oops. Yeah, Sage for the connection. Yes. Sure.
That's for the connection. Yes.
Yes. It's okay. We're gonna make it through. So we're just giving everybody a chance to join in, and I have clicked something that I don't like. Hmm. Escape out of that. Oh, there we go. So I'm like, oof. Okay, there we go. Was trying to give other people a chance to um, get in.
Okay.
So I know it's a holiday weekend as well. Um,
Mhm.
so we know it's live because Jeremiah's here. Um,
Yeah, I just got a message. They said try to do with just my photo instead of
oh, gotcha.
video.
Okay. Okay.
Let me see. Oh, that just puts me at this thing. You know what? I gotta find a photo.
I'm gonna share. I'm over here sharing on my phone. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So we will get started in just a second. But I don't see me live. Hmm. So anyway, let's get started. So welcome to the Dr. Dare
All
Show. If
right.
you're just joining YouTube and Facebook, hey YouTube, hey Facebook, and we are talking with Devin tonight, a spiritual advisor, a healer, a clairvoyant. So Devin, introduce yourself to the audience while I try to
Yes.
share.
My name is Devin Majesty Dozier. I am 29 years old, almost 30 club. I'm excited.
When
I'm
does the 30 club happen?
August 4th.
Okay, okay, right around the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, so that makes me a Leo. I'm also a Pisces moon, which that gives me my intuitive side. So
Okay.
So I got fire and water energy there. I'm a pretty balanced person sometimes.
Okay. You
Yeah.
said a balanced person sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, because it's really hard to just, be balanced all the time. I don't think anybody can.
Right.
We go through life. But I am a spiritual advisor and a healer as well. So I do my spiritual advisory through divination. So things like tarot cards, runes. I even, do lavender readings, salt readings. If you go on my TikTok, you can see examples of that.
Okay.
So I do all kinds of divination, and I am a healer by birth, by nature. My energy just transforms other energies just from me being around.
Okay. So how did you
Yeah, and
how did you get into becoming a spiritual advisor or healer or what how did you get on that path?
okay, so I actually back in 2013 I had a spiritual awakening.
Okay.
And I was going through like some dark stuff. Like I was on a path where I had to learn spiritual warfare. Like I was now battling like dark energies, demons, things like that. So
Okay.
I came across a mentor that reminded me of the mantle that I had over me. So
Mhm.
basically, I have an anointing, and since I was a child, like going in church and meeting other priests and pastors and things like that, they would always tell me, "You're going to be preaching to people.
Mhm.
Like you're going to be somebody that people listen to."
Okay.
And so from there, like after I got with my mentor, like we started, I started learning more about spiritual concepts, opening my mind and learning how to work with spirits. And so I've been working with spirits since 2013. And in the past 3 years, I actually decided to pick up a tarot deck and see what I would get. And not too long after, Jeremiah, my
Uh-huh.
my there, like he pushed me to actually start doing readings for other people. We started out doing readings in bars. He started introducing me to people and just be like, "Yeah, he's a tarot reader. Like go ahead, Devin, do a reading." And I just happened to have my cards on these.
Oh,
And I was
wow.
just noticing that I had a natural ability with it, like a natural talent with it. So after I started learning and figuring out how I'm doing it, I
Mhm.
decided to actually be more professional. I started my TikTok, I got a website, and now I'm taking bookings for readings on a regular basis. So,
Okay. And so after we finish this interview and all of that stuff, you can go into this video and place all those links for the people who want to get in contact with you. So what has been your struggle since you've been on this path, do you think, with people? Because, some people don't believe in spiritual advisors, they don't believe in healers, they don't believe in
yeah.
clairvoyance. What has been your struggle since you've started?
Um,
Or has there been a
honestly,
struggle?
honestly, when it comes to people that are more skeptical, it's kind of just like we've been in an environment where everybody around them, and including me, is kind of just like, okay, if you're gonna sit down and get a reading, you need to just have an open mind.
Exactly.
And so
Exactly.
I kind of just do it. And, it's been, a hit like every time I had that I missed. And it was with somebody that
Mhm.
was difficult. I didn't really miss, I just didn't give her the results she wanted. So it was basically like she walked up on me while I was doing tarot in the park. She was like, getting for me, like my older had like, tell
Mhm.
I'm like fresh in. I'm 6 months in. So um about her. And she was like, okay, that's cool,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't ask you about me. I'll ask you about my brother. I need you to focus on my brother. So I was like, okay, fine. I started focusing on her brother. I started picking up
Uh-huh.
information on her dead brother, just things about him. But she still wasn't clear. She was like, okay, so tell me, what does he want to tell me? Like, why is he in my life? Why is he doing all that? And I struggled with that part. I just kept pulling more information. I guess it was kind of like I was understanding how the process goes. I feel like if she would have been more patient, it would have been a smooth process from learning who she is, learning who her brother is, and what her brother wants to tell her. But at the time, I didn't
Right.
know how to explain or establish like this is how it works.
Because it's
So
almost yeah, it's almost like she came into the situation as, I want you to tell me what I already think, or what she wanted to I guess get from it, but you were giving her what you were feeling and getting, and she wasn't accepting to that.
that's really all that I can do. That's what I had to learn is that like I can only tell you what I'm getting.
Right. Right.
So I had to learn that, and that actually got me into doing more past love readings. So I'm not a medium. I don't really talk to the dead, but I can do a reading and get information on your past loved one.
Did
Or
you just read
if
my
you
mind? Did you?
have,
'Cause that was gonna be my question. Is like, have you ever experienced talking to a dead person?
I've done divination through like a scrying mirror. And
Okay.
I've gotten spirits to come through that way. They show me visions. So this is the whole thing about clairvoyance. I see things. I see visions. So my first time actually doing a scrying, like looking through a mirror, um,
Mm-hmm.
a lady came in. She showed me her name. She showed me her face. She showed me her family. She showed me how she died. Like I'm seeing visions of like two people in a boat on the ocean. Like
Oh
I'm seeing
wow.
her
Okay.
tombstone with her name on it. I'm seeing
Mm-hmm.
like things like that, and I saw her old face at one point. So I ended up putting a story together that this lady actually, passed away on a cruise or like on a boat with
Oh
her son
wow.
and her father. And
Mm-hmm.
I learned that she was also like a perfume lady, and I guess she was one of the spirits that was living in the house that I was in at the time. So that was the most unique and in-depth past love or dead person reading I've ever done. And I think
Mm-hmm.
at that time it was just really potent because of the energy that was there. So,
So have you ever been afraid, like when you first started doing this, of some of the things that you saw or see?
yes, especially when I was a little younger. I was like 16. Um, I didn't know at the time what I was doing. I thought I was just going crazy or just like bad dream or something like that. But I would hear stuff in my sleep. I would hear somebody
Okay.
talking. I would hear loud voices. One time I heard somebody say, "Devin," like my grandmother had passed away like um, a little bit before then, and I heard her voice like whispering in my ear. But I would get scared and I would just jump up and just try to shake it off, and I wouldn't pay any attention to it. And then until I had
Okay.
my spiritual awakening, that's when I learned like, no, you actually have clear audience, like you can actually hear. And so I was like, okay, wow. Now I can't tap into that whenever I want to. I'm still learning that gift. So
Gotcha. So it has to be
yeah.
a a specific time or scenario. You can't just tap into that anytime you want.
No, I have no
Okay.
control over it really.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes
but
sense.
But when I do readings, though, like sometimes I'll just sit and meditate, and then I'll get a vision of what the reading should be about.
Okay.
That helps.
Okay. It does.
Yeah.
Any questions out there? Anybody? I see we have a few people. I've been looking on my phone to make sure that we are there, and we are. So that's good.
I see
Um,
somebody said Leo Gang. Yes, Leo Gang.
yeah. That was let's see. Justice Bryant. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And what else would you like people to know about being a spiritual advisor, a healer, or I know a lot of people are like you said, they're skeptics on this type of stuff. I believe in it. I believe people
Oh,
have gifts.
yeah, yeah. As far as somebody who's skeptic,
Mhm.
the only thing I can really say is just like open mind. I don't know. It's just like you've had situations in your life where you might have wrote things off coincidence, and um, it's kind of just like like at the time, but later on find out how everything's kind of linked. So it's just like once you open your mind to how the universe works and how everything is connected in a way to where like only divine timing exists, then
Mm-hmm.
you understand like how everything works. It's like you have to go through a real spiritual awakening for these things.
Gotcha. Okay.
um, so
Oops. There you go. I think you're back now. Oops. I
my
think we
back,
lost
my
you.
okay. But yeah, I was saying so. If anybody's skeptical and they want to try a reading, I mean, there you're already opening your mind to it by saying I want to try. So
Right. So, are you able to do a reading for anybody right now? One person at least, so they can see how it goes.
yeah, sure. If nobody wants to volunteer, I can start with the collective. Just everybody here with message.
Yeah. So, if anybody on right now wants to do a reading, just send us the just say I do in the chat. And if you have to be open minded, and yeah, let's see if anybody let's see if anybody is out there brave to do it, or open to do it. I won't say brave. Anybody? I hope people can hear, because usually I'm getting responses more than this, and so that's why I keep checking my phone. But um, if they don't want to do it, I'm here, so you can
Okay.
do a read. You can do a reading on. Oh, wait a minute, we got. Okay, Jeremiah says I have a question.
How has being a tarot reader allow you to go into self? Um, for one, I've learned that I had to take my own advice. Because it's easy to dish it out, especially if spirits guiding you and telling you this is what this person needs to know and hear. But I've actually had to look at some of these readings and be like, dang, like that applies to me. Like I need to pay attention to that. And, one of the most challenging things that a lot of people face is being able to face their own demons or face their own to have, and when you that you become very when you're in a position where
Oh,
you have to face yourself all the time, you become more vulnerable. And it's
okay.
uncomfortable to be vulnerable, but it's the best thing for you. So
Yeah, that's interesting. That was a good question.
yeah,
So
and
we've had some
also,
people. We've go ahead. Go ahead.
what you say?
Oh, Justin, if no volunteers, I'll do it. Justice
Okay,
Bryant.
Justice, I got you. Justice, do you have any questions? Anything specifically, or you just want me to throw to shuffle the cards? Jerry, did I answer your question? Does that make sense?
Hey Angela, we're just if you're just joining, Devin is doing he's getting ready to do a reading for Justice, and so we're sitting and watching this process happen. But if there's any other questions, and Jeremiah, I think Devin asked, did he address your question all the way?
All right. I can't see Justice question quite yet, but I'm just gonna shuffle and see what we get.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, he says just shuffle, and I have no questions really.
Okay. Okay. Is
Yeah,
there
he says
anything the
just
justice
shuffle.
needs to do right now? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm laughing because the back of the deck you got the justice card. Justice. I'm sorry. I can't make this shit up. But you got the seven of pentacles here, and the star here. And I feel like it's just kind of like if you have something that you've been working towards, if you have a goal that you've been reaching towards and you feel like you're not getting the results that you want, or you haven't been getting the results that you want, it's kind of just like spirit wants you to keep your head up and know that like you can still accomplish these goals. It's just you might have to do a rethink. With the star card here, it's just like your vision or your goal might not be too far out of reach. You just have to maintain hope and be persistent in your goals and dreams. And with the justice card on the back of the deck here, it's kind of telling me that things are going to balance themselves out as long as you just keep working on whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish here. I feel like it could be with career and finances. And so I feel like if you have a financial goal that you're looking for, just keep pushing. Challenge, competition, perseverance. That's what I was just talking about. So yeah, this is definitely confirming that you need to persevere on any goal. Feel like you're not getting the results that you want. I hope that you can take that and use that moving forward. Justice.
He says, "Oh, nice, thanks."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we had a question from Angela. She's like, "Are you getting your cards read, Fred?" I've done this before with Devin out at what was that? The event,
Sweet Auburn Music Festival, I think.
Sweet Music Festival. And then Angela says, "Is he a psychic?" So how do you dress that?
Um, I don't really. I have psychic abilities. I
Okay,
don't really feel like I can call myself a psychic, but I do have clairvoyance where I can see dreams and visions. I have clairaudience, and I kind of have this claircognizance where spirit just kind of flows through me. Like so, sometimes I just kind of just automatically like know or what to say, or I just go with whatever I'm feeling or
feeling.
getting, and
Okay,
that's usually what was intended.
gotcha.
So I'm
And you
just
know what,
really
Devin? I
curious.
feel that way when I'm working with clients in therapy. Like I'll say things to
Yeah,
them and they're like, "Whoa, how did you know I was feeling that?" But I just feel like it's just a natural instinct inside to what I've
yeah, you go
been
with your
given to say to
intuition.
them. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
interesting. Okay.
Hmm.
So
So
Angela,
yeah,
did
I
you want
wouldn't.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so yeah, I wouldn't call myself a psychic, but I am a very conscious man with a lot of ability.
Nice. Okay. So Angela, did you want me to get my card? You wanted me to do it or do you want to do it, Angela? Or anybody else out there? I'm willing to do it. I have a specific question for myself for you. So yeah, I'll do it. I just have I have a specific question though, right?
Okay.
Oh, you do it. She told me to do it. Okay.
All right.
So I am on the verge of opening my own practice. So
Okay.
do you have I've already looked for buildings. I've already did my LLC for my name of my company. I've already um, put in my notice with the private practice that I currently work for. So I I just want to know, am I on the right path? I don't know. Just something in that room.
Okay. See what we got here.
Oh, and then Jeremiah says, "Does the spirit have any tips or advice for him?"
Okay.
So take your time. I'm sorry. I'm throwing all this stuff at
um,
you. And me talking, does that disrupt your
Oh no,
flow?
no, you can keep talking
Okay.
too. The first
Okay.
card that came out for you was the Eight of Cups, and I feel like this represents just having to, yeah, make a lot of sacrifice. And I see with the Five of Cups on the back of the deck here, that can concern, yes, your career endeavor, and just having like a lot of worry within that endeavor, and worrying that if the sacrifice that you made was enough, was enough to do everything that you needed to do.
You saying
I
I'm
feel,
worried? You're saying
yeah,
that I. Oh, okay. Okay.
but with the Queen of Wands, I do feel like this is you being very strong and powerful in in accomplishing these things. So I do feel like the answer to your question is yes, you are on the right path because you also have the Star card that came out right after
Okay.
that, just saying that it's right there. You're walking towards it right now. So
Okay.
I like that energy for you, and maybe it could mean that you might have to make some more sacrifices along the line. But that's what I'm getting for that there.
Okay. And I agree with that because I think what I keep feeling is that I'm going to it's when I do start this practice, it's going to get so big, and then I will have to make a choice whether to stay at my full time or not. And
Right.
that's, I think, is another big thing. But thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, no worries. And I also see the Eight of Pentacles here. And I really feel like this is you actually, just for one, being, I guess, just finding a creative way to navigate between, the job that you have and what you're trying to do, but also
Okay.
just having a lot of help and also studying things to just doing more studies to figure it out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's all
Which
I
makes
have for
sense.
you.
Yeah, that makes sense though. Because and I've heard that little voice inside is like learn more about how to maneuver in this business that you're
Yeah.
about to endeavor in. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. All right, let's
Okay.
see. Jeremiah.
He says, "Does the spirit have any tips or advice for me?"
All right, let's see.
So if you're just joining everybody while Devin is doing that, he's doing a reading. He's a spiritual advisor, a healer, not a psychic. Um, clairvoyant.
Yes, clairvoyant.
Yes. So if you're just joining, welcome to the Dr. Dare Show live on YouTube and Facebook. And Devin is doing a reading now for Jeremiah. Jeremiah's question was, does the spirit have any tips or advice for him? And if y'all have any questions out there, send them and I will post them on the board so that Devin can see them.
So for this question, I kind of wanted. I felt led to pull the oil.
Oops, I think he froze for a little, but he will pop back in when he gets there. So, any questions? This is so interesting. Me and Devin have talked before at the hey, Michelle, I thought you were at your graduation. So, Michelle, you just joining. We have Devin on here. He's a spiritual advisor, a healer, clairvoyant. So, if you have any questions on maybe something going on in your life and you want some additional information, I just did a reading about me taking the next step in my career, and Devin gave me information for that, and it was really, really good. So he just dropped off, but he will be back on. Hey, cousin Tanya. So we do have Devin, the spiritual advisor, the healer, and the clairvoyant. I just did a reading. He uses tarot cards, and he's doing a reading right now for Jeremiah when he comes back on. It's been a little technical difficulty stuff going on, but he will be back. Um, And he's getting ready to address Jeremiah's question, which is, does the spirit have any tips or advice for Jeremiah? So, Michelle or Tanya, if y'all have any outstanding questions that you want some information on or advice on, uh, Devin is here to do that. I did mine. I talked about me taking a step forward and starting my own business, and he gave me some advice on that. Then Justice had, did a reading, and he also got a reading talking about his goals and things like that. Michelle says, I had two kids graduate and one more left. What does life look like for me? What's my next journey? Good question. Yeah, so when Devin comes back, I will post that question on the chat for him. So hopefully he'll be back momentarily. Let's see. And Tanya has a, well, mine is a love and marriage question. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so we got two questions in the queue. What we call three questions in the queue. So when he gets back, hopefully he'll come back soon. Uh, let's see. So Michelle, your kids have graduated. Congratulations. That was exciting. I just commented on your post. So awesome. That's got to be exciting to know that you put all that work in and now it finally paid off, and they're gone and they're grown and they have to start working and taking care of themselves. So yes, awesome. Now there we go. So it must be something with the system. Can y'all still hear me? But okay, so we have three questions in the queue. One from Jeremiah. I just want to stay on top of. Does the spirit have any tips and advice for him? And then Michelle says her question is, um, had two kids graduate and one more left. What does life look like for her? What's the next journey? And then Tanya has, well, mine is love and marriage. Congratulations, Michelle. My granddaughter, I raised her, graduated as well. Good. Congratulations, Tanya. I know you put a lot of work into your grandkids. I see the love. I think Devin is come back. Yeah. Thank you, Jeremiah, for letting you know, because I think I kind of froze there for a second. Welcome back. Welcome back. And
Okay.
you have three questions in the queue now.
Okay. Okay.
From
Did y'all hear anything I said though?
no, I don't think so. For Jeremiah, did you say something for Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So
Um,
let me give you a wrap. How many questions you have now? So for Jeremiah, is does the Spirit has any tips or advice for him? And then
okay.
Michelle came on and she says, and I'll reread these when you need me to. She said, I had two kids graduate and one more left. What does life look like for me? What's my next journey? And then Tanya said her question is around love and marriage. So you can start with Jeremiah. I know now. So how does that work? Now that do you have to start
Oh
all
no,
over?
I got it. I got it. I remember
Okay,
what
okay, okay,
I
okay.
But Jeremiah, the it said, for one, know that you belong. Know that you are the perfect person for your environment, and just because you're different doesn't mean that you don't deserve to be part of your world more than anybody else. So the other one, it said love without condition, meaning that you're giving your unconditional love to a lot of people, which is amazing. You're the sun, but you need to be giving that same energy to yourself.
Yes,
Um,
Jeremiah.
yeah, so that's all I had for Jeremiah.
Okay.
All right, and what was the next question?
It just popped up. I had two kids graduate and one more left. What does life look like for me? What's my next journey? And this is Michelle.
Okay. All right, Michelle, let me see what I can do here. Two kids graduate, one more left. What does life look like? What's my next thing?
Yes, yes, yes. And thank y'all for joining on this Friday evening. I know it's a holiday weekend. A lot of people are probably traveling. Um, so thank y'all for being here. Thanks Devin for being here. And if you want to Cash App him, I'm gonna put his Cash App on the screen. And he takes donations, I think, is what you said, right?
Yes, yes, I take donations, however you feel. Um, after the reading.
And I'll be quiet, so I feel like I'm interrupting the
Not
the
at all,
process.
not at all.
And make sure y'all share this video.
Okay. For you, I really feel like it's a lot of transformational energy here. Um, as certain things happen, I feel like certain things are gonna come to an end for you. I feel like it's not gonna be so comfortable considering you have the Five of Swords here and the Tower reversed here. So I just feel like Spirit's just letting me know that you need to just go with the flow when the change comes. Change isn't always comfortable, so
Right.
it's a lot easier to take the change if you just flow with it instead of resisting it. Um,
Does it seem like she's resisting the change? Is that
yeah, with the Tower reverse, it talks about avoidance of disaster and fear of change. So, say something random comes out the blue in your life, you don't know what to do. Like people are really afraid of chaos because we don't know, it's unpredictable, so you can't really plan for it. So spirit just says, just go with it.
okay?
She said, "That's
Michelle
me."
said that's me. Hey Tanisha,
Yeah.
welcome.
I also feel like you're going to be like serving like a lot of people. Well, I don't even know how to say that. I feel like you spent a lot of your time giving a lot of yourself, but kind of like Jerry, you need to be giving back to yourself. And I feel like you're going to be doing that by being involved with maybe a new hobby and things like that. I feel like being into like a new hobby or something is going to help you get through things as the changes go. So even if there are hard times, just having something else to focus on is going to help you. Um, yeah, and I'm gonna leave it there.
And she says, I do already. She said, so you're right on the nail. I do already, and that's so true. Okay, love you. Laugh out loud. She says, that's me.
Much love.
So then Tanya had a question related to, I think, there we go. Love and marriage question. Tanya,
Love and marriage. What's going on with Tanya's love and marriage? What's going on with
love and
Tanya?
marriage. And while you're doing that, I'm going to step away and get some water because my mouth is
Okay.
dry.
Uh, Tanya, did you have a specific question as far as love and marriage goes? You just want to see what comes up? Mm-mm-mm. Spirit, what can you tell me about Tanya's love and marriage?
I'm back. And Angela, did you say you wanted a reading? And Tanisha and Devin, you tell me when you're tired.
Uh, Okay, so I'm getting like a lot of like lack energy. So it's just like with the King of Cups in reverse, it's just like moodiness. It's the world is in reverse. It's kind of just like lack of completion, lack of closure. So I just feel like um, it's kind of just like maybe you feel stuck, or maybe you feel like there's something more that you can get out of the relationship, or
Mm.
maybe even if you don't feel like this way, this is something that there's more that needs to come from this relationship. Um, Fear of unknown, lack of planning. So I just feel like maybe you have a knight in shining armor around you that isn't making a move,
Oh.
or, or 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 isn't making certain moves and isn't like telling you the plan and isn't like informing you. And I just feel like you're just kind of questioning like, what are you thinking? What are we doing? How is this gonna go? So she said, "Will I fall in love again and get married, or am I done?"
And then she says, okay. So, Tanya, do you have somebody that's in your life right now that you're waiting on them to make a move, but they're not actually doing that?
Or like, are you making moves? Are you making any moves? Are
Oh.
you trying?
Is it, so is it her?
It could go either way.
Oh, gotcha.
Will I fall in love again and get married, or okay? Uh, Spirit told me it's possible. It's possible, but you just have to have the mind open. The star came on the back of the deck here, so we've learned with the star already. Just like keep faith. Have some faith. Have some faith in it. If you're not, trying, if you're not making any moves, and somebody you're interested isn't making any moves, maybe you should make the first move. Or maybe you should try dating or getting on the apps. So it's just kind of telling me that it's just like there's a lack of energy, there's a lack of starting or getting going that needs to change in order for you to get into something serious.
And
I hope that helps.
did you see her responses? Because I asked her,
Not
"Does she
really.
really have somebody?" And she's like, "Not really." And then she says, um, "I don't." She does have somebody's around, but she doesn't take them
Take them
seriously.
serious. Okay. Sure. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe conversations need to be had. Let me pull some advice for you. Okay. Get some advice for you. I don't know. I just feel like somebody needs to express interest in some kind of. The first card that came out for you is to challenge your perception. So I feel like whatever you think is the way, or whatever you're thinking right now, you need to come up with a new mindset. And like I said before, like there's a lack mindset as far as like we're not getting it, or it's not coming, or I'm not doing it. So it's just like change your perception. Maybe you need to invite the love that you deserve into your life.
Mm.
And then this says embrace the masculine. So
Oh, what is that?
this talks about yeah, masculine energy. It doesn't have to be like a man, but it's just like energy that's more so doing and acting. So
Hmm.
taking action is masculine energy, and that's something that you need to do, or somebody what somebody else needs to do. That's all I really got for you, Tanya. I hope that helps.
Okay. So then we got Angela and Tanisha. So Angela says, let me find hers. Ahead. Oh, right there. Okay. What does my future have in store for me?
Okay, Angela.
And Tanya says she receives that, what you said.
Cool. Yes, I'm excited for you, Tanya. I'm excited. You got it.
Take charge. Or somebody take charge.
Right. Listen, if they won't do it, you need to do it. All right. What was Angela's question again?
I put it
What
up there. What does
what
my
does my
future
future have
have
in
in
store
store
for
for me?
me? For Angela, what does Angela's future? Angela. Spirit, what does Angela's future have in store? All right, you had like two cards.
I'm enjoying this, y'all. So, Devin, I'm gonna have you come back. Like,
Yes, I'd love to.
yeah, yes, this is
All
fun.
right, for Angela, I'm seeing the Nine of Swords here, which represents hopelessness, severe depression, torment, next to the Four of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. So I really just feel like you're in a place to where you feel like you're kind of stuck in certain areas. I feel like in your future is you just having to learn how to get out of that. And I feel like you're going to have some kind of help from because you have a hero archetype that came out for you too, and I feel like somebody's just going to help you get out of this phase of overthinking or this lack mindset of um I don't have it. I also see maybe some worries about finances. What is this? No, that's Four of Pentacles. So control, stability, security, possession. So maybe you're in a hmm, spirit. Can you clarify that? Um, Okay, and then you got the tower in reverse. Okay. Okay, you got the tower in the verse, and then you got the destroyer here. So I really feel like something could, like shake up your stability a little bit. Um,
Mm.
but I don't want you to be worried about it. I know you're gonna worry about it and you're gonna overthink it. But you do have somebody, you have a support system, you have somebody that can help you out with those things. You also have the storyteller here, and I'm trying to figure out where that fits in. With the storyteller, it says ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. And that connects to the heroine, um, the shadow attribute making up to the harm of it. Peter, can you clarify the storyteller? Okay, you had the fool in reverse. So I feel like it's just like you're going to be going through a change that you're going to have to accept. The Princess of Pentacles is a fresh start within. It could be within the home, family, or career. And then with the Knight of Swords, it's you deciding to pursue a different passion or pursue a new passion. So I feel like you have new beginnings ahead of you, but before you have the new beginnings, it's going to start with something breaking down in your life. All right.
Mm.
Do you have questions about
Yeah,
that?
Angela, do you have any questions
Did that
on?
make any sense?
It did. Can I kind of recite what I think you
Yeah,
said?
yeah,
I think you were saying that she's gonna come across something that may cause some kind of change that may kind of disrupt her life where it is right now, but she
yeah.
will overcome this thing.
Exactly.
Okay, okay.
She'll overcome it by receiving help.
Receiving help
She's
because
gonna
you said
receive
a
help to
support
overcome
system.
it.
Yeah, you mentioned the support system. Okay, so Angela, if you have any questions, shoot them up there, and we're gonna move to Tanisha. Tanisha's I just posted her. Should I continue to date or just stop trying? Laugh out loud. Angela says, "Okay, thank you." No questions, Angela.
If you wanna, I can do it. I really wanna investigate for you, really. So if you wanna just like contact me later, we can do another reading, a personal reading, so we can get details. Um, so you said, Tanisha,
Hmm.
should I continue to date or stop trying? Um, I automatically just feel like no, you shouldn't. But let me go ahead and pull the cards and see.
Oh, you automatically said you felt no. Is that what you
Yeah,
said, Devin?
yeah. Um,
Okay.
should I continue to date or stop?
So if you're just joining, welcome to the Dr. Dare Show. We have Devin. He's a spiritual advisor, a healer, a clairvoyant, and he's been doing several readings for people on the show. And so we're just waiting for him to do the reading for Tanisha. If you have any questions or you want to reach out to him more, once the show is closed out, he's going to go and put all his information, his contact information into the chat so that you can reach out to him if you have any further questions on what you heard thus far.
Okay, so the first thing that came up for you, Tanisha, was the Pioneer card. So I definitely feel like that's just an order for you to, try something new, try something different. Um, yeah, try something that you haven't, tried before. So yes, continue to date, but try something different. You got the Ten of Wands in reverse, which means you're taking on too much, or it's like having too much responsibility, or just like maybe the dating scene is too much. With the Five of Cups, it's telling me that you're wanting to move on, and or needing to move on from maybe certain things in your past that might be hindering your dating life now. So maybe you might need some healing work that has to be done before you actually start moving on or continuing dating. um and then with the Hierophant, it's in reverse too, so it's just like restriction, challenging the status quo. So I just really feel like maybe your dating life could be, blocked right now. So maybe, yeah, take a hiatus, but don't give up. Take a hiatus to work on yourself and focus on yourself. You get yourself together and write a list of like everything that it is that you want to do or that you want out of a relationship. And
Mm.
then maybe you can start opening yourself to receiving that energy. Did I answer your question, Tanisha?
And Tanisha, are there any questions? Do you have any questions?
Yeah. Do you have any more questions? Thank you.
She says, "Thank you."
No worries, Tanisha. My pleasure.
So, are there any more questions? We've been on here an hour now. So, are there any more questions? And Tanisha says, "I receive that.
Yes.
I receive it all. Thank you."
Yeah. Yeah, and I specialize in love reading. So I have a few good ones on my website too. It's dozierunleashed.com.
Okay.
Again, I'll put all my information there, but I'm really passionate about helping people navigate love and stuff like that. And I discovered that a lot of it, boils down to what that person is going through internally. And that kind of determines like what you're attracting or how you're attracting.
That's that's hard. Relationships. I do couples counseling all the time, and it's just it's a lot. Taking two individuals with separate backgrounds and morals and beliefs and trying to pair
Mhm.
them together. There's so much, because people are trying to adjust to each other, but then they get frustrated when they're in that adjustment period, and that's kind of what I work on with them doing. So yeah, so we have to have you back. I'm thinking, if you want to, like every third show or something,
Okay.
is what I see. That's what I'm feeling because I really enjoyed this. Is there any questions out there?
Yeah. So yeah, I'd love to come back and do this again.
Good, good. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I enjoyed this a lot too.
yeah, I will send you dates, and then you can tell me yay or nay. And I
Okay.
think that's good. I like this. So, any questions, guys, before we give you the rest of your um, Friday night back? Is there anybody else that wants a reading? If Devin is willing to do it before we close out, I don't want to shut anybody out. That's because I see a few more people have joined since we started. So don't forget if you want to leave Devin a donation. Let me find that Cash App link. Somebody said something. Um,
Yes, you're welcome. Have a wonderful holiday weekend as well.
oh, that was Angela. Okay.
Yeah.
So anything? Oh, there we go. I had to find that. Go back. So this is your Devin's Cash App if you want to give a donation. Um, yeah. But
Yeah.
anything else you want to say to everybody that you gave a reading to, Devin, before we close out, or anything you want us to know about being a spiritual advisor or healer, clairvoyant before we go? There's Cornelius. Hey,
Hey
Cornelius.
Neil.
How are
um.
you? Oh, go ahead, Devin.
Hey. Yeah, my brother. But yes, I pulled one more card. It's just a reminder that your mind is the source of all creation. So whatever you're going through, whatever challenge you have, just remember that it all starts up here. It
It
all
all
starts
starts
up
up
here.
here. Okay.
Yeah, and I really just do this because I love to, help people get to the next step along their path. I'm always happy to answer anybody's questions, even if it's just a DM or
Okay.
or whatever. So thank you so much, Fred, for having me on your
No,
show.
thank you for coming. I told you I really enjoyed it. That's why I was like, this little voice in my head was like, I gotta have him back like every third show or something, just to because a lot of people who miss this, it's a holiday weekend, so I know a lot of people are on
Yeah.
vacation, on their way to a vacation or whatever. So thank you for taking the time to be here. I will bless your Cash App myself. For
Thank you.
thank you for my reading because I
You're
needed it
welcome.
and
You're
I
welcome.
accept it as well. All right, everybody. So have a great weekend. Have a great holiday weekend, and we will talk to you in 2 weeks on the next Dr. Dare show, live on Facebook and YouTube. Yes.
Yes.